You know, we don't have to do calculating, the numbers are already there for us, but we need to place the decimal point in the correct position. So, based on the above example, I'm going to use relative size estimation when I work on this. So, 2.8 times 2, well 2 is an easy number to work with, 2.8 is not as simple. So I'm going to round 2.8 using relative size estimation. So the second digit here is an 8, that is 5 or higher. So that means my 2 is going to become a 3, and then the 8 becomes a 0. So 2.8 is close to the number 3. So instead of 2.8 times 2, I'm thinking 3 times 2. And 3 times 2 is nice and simple, and that is 6. So I know my answer should be close to the number 6. And I'm told that it uses the digits 5 and 6. So a number close to 6 using those digits would be 5.6. And in fact, if you check your work with a calculator, 2.8 times 2 will give you the answer 5.6. Here we go, point B. 22.1 times 3. 3 we can work with, but the 22.1 I'm going to use relative size estimation on. First digit's a 2, second digit is also a 2. So because that's 4 or lower, I can just change the 2 and the 1 to zeros, and the 2 will stay the same. So I'm looking at 20 times 2, which is 60. So my answer needs to be close to the number 60. Using the digits 6, 6, and 3, I'm going to put the decimal 6, 6, decimal 3. And that will be the correct answer. If you check it on a calculator, 22.1 times 3 will give you the answer 66.3. Continuing the process, it gets a little more complicated. Now both of my numbers in the question involve decimals, so I'm going to use relative size estimation for both of these. Second digit is a 4, so the first digit is going to stay the same. It becomes a 4.0. Then for 3.1, the second digit is a 1, so the 3 stays. So I end up with 4 times 3, which is 12. So in that case, to get my answer close to that, using 1, 3, 6, and 4, I'm going to put my decimal right here at 13.64. And again, checking your answer on a calculator, 13.64 will be the correct answer. Last one, 7.3, second digit's a 3, so the 7 is going to hold, the 3 becomes a 0, that becomes 7 as an estimate. Multiplying by 2.5, second digit is 5, that's 5 or higher, so I'm going to change this 2 to a 3, and then the 5 becomes 0. So 7 times 3 is 21. So using 1825 to get close to 21 is going to be 18.25. And that is, again, confirmable with the calculator. So that's the show you know.